You may have wondered why every time you start a new relationship, the beginning feels so different, but the ending feels strangely familiar. You meet someone new, a new energy, a story that seems completely different. But then, after a while, you start to notice they're distant, just like the last one. They're emotionally unavailable, just like the last one. They make you feel like something is missing in a very familiar way. And in that moment, a quiet question begins to form inside. Am I just repeating the same story with a different person? But then you tell yourself, maybe it's just a coincidence, or maybe I just haven't met the right person yet. But what if it's not a coincidence? According to Carl Jung, attraction between people isn't just emotion, it's a form of projection, which means when you feel drawn to someone, you're not just seeing them, you're seeing a part of yourself reflected back to you. It sounds strange because the experience feels completely different. It feels like I'm attracted to them, I'm choosing them. But Jung suggests something else. You're not just choosing another person, you're being drawn toward an image that already exists within you. An image he called the anima, or animus, an unconscious template of the person you're likely to fall in love with. And the interesting part is, you're not aware that it's there. You only feel it when you meet someone who activates it. That's why there are people you meet and instantly feel familiar with. Not because you've met them before, but because something in them matches something already within you. Long before they appeared in your life, an image of them already existed somewhere in your unconscious. And when you finally meet them, it doesn't feel new. It feels recognized. Stay with this feeling for a moment. That sense of familiarity from the very first time you meet someone. It feels real. It feels strong. And it can easily make you believe this is destiny. But this is where the misunderstanding begins. You think you're falling in love with the person, but in reality, you're falling in love with the feeling they activate in you. And that feeling isn't new. It's something that was already there. Now it's simply been awakened. Projection works in a very subtle loop. There's a part of you that hasn't been fully lived. It could be an emotion, a need, or a version of yourself. You don't see it clearly, but you recognize it when you see it in someone else. And when that happens, you feel drawn in. Not in a logical way, but with a deep pull. You might call it chemistry, a connection, or something that just feels right. But what's really happening is unconscious recognition. You're recognizing yourself just in the form of another person. And because you don't realize that, you believe they are the source of the feeling, when in reality, they're just a mirror. If you look deeper on an energetic level, things become clearer but also more mysterious. You don't attract the best person. You don't attract the right person based on logic. You attract what resonates with you, the same frequency, the same inner state. Which means, if there's a part of you that hasn't been healed, you won't find someone who heals it. You'll find someone who activates it. And that's why the pattern repeats. Not because you're unlucky, not because everyone is the same, but because your inner frequency hasn't changed. Look at it another way. Each relationship isn't a completely new story. It's an energetic loop trying to complete itself. And if you don't see that, you'll keep stepping into the same loop with different faces, but the same feeling. You may have seen yourself in one of these stories. You keep feeling drawn to emotionally distant people. At first, they're incredibly attractive, mysterious, hard to read, not easy to reach. You feel the urge to get closer, to be seen by them, to be chosen by them. But over time, you start to feel exhausted because you're always the one trying, always the one waiting, always the one feeling like something is missing. You think the problem is them. But if you look deeper, maybe you're not attracted to their distance. Maybe you're attracted to a familiar feeling, having to earn love. Or you keep meeting people who need to be saved. People who are hurt, confused, and need you to be there for them. At first, it feels meaningful. You feel important, like you're helping them become better. But slowly, you become drained, and you start to wonder, why do I always end up in these kinds of relationships? Maybe you're not just helping them. You're trying to prove your own worth. Or you're drawn to people who aren't ready. They come close, then pull away. They open up, then shut down. And you're always somewhere in between. You tell yourself, if I just try a little more. But deep down, maybe you don't truly want a fully committed relationship. Because if it really happened, you would have to face real intimacy. And that might be more uncomfortable than you think. So the real question isn't, why do I always meet people like this? It's, what part of me is drawn to them? Take a moment and look back at your last 3 relationships. You don't need to overanalyze. Just feel into it. What's the common thread? Not in them, but in you when you were with them. How did you feel? Who did you become? What were you missing and hoping they would fill? Maybe you'll start to see a pattern, not outside of you, but within you. And the moment you see it, something important happens. You're no longer being pulled by it. You begin to observe it. You're not just meeting other people. You're meeting yourself again. In what you're drawn to, in what you can't walk away from, in what keeps repeating. There's always a part of you there. Attraction isn't destiny. It's a signal. An invitation, a way your unconscious tries to bring you back to yourself. And when you begin to see that, things may not change instantly, but one thing will: you. And when you change, you'll either attract different people, or you'll no longer feel drawn to what no longer fits you. And maybe the next time you meet someone and that strong sense of familiarity appears, you'll pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this the person for me? Or is this a part of me coming back to be seen? If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to The Healing Galaxy so our energy field can continue to grow and expand. Thank you for being here, and have a peaceful day.